Hello and welcome back to Dark Souls Remastered, where today we are going to be doing some cleanup stuff, getting some things that we didn't get before and stuff like that. Probably not going to get to Gwyn today, and I did do some stuff off camera. Specifically, I kindled this, and then I went back to the asylum to perform the trades, and then I went over to Andre of Astora, gave him the Divine Ember, and upgraded my Divine Zweihanda to plus 10. I also, while I was there, upgraded my longsword to plus 15, as well as my longbow to plus 15. So yeah, we've got swords that are good at stuff. Gonna get this Zweihanda out though, because first order of business is going back to the catacombs and getting to that blacksmith that's hiding behind a wall. We'll just ignore these skelemen as best we can. I don't believe we really have to deal with... Well, maybe that one. Okay, no. We got by. Yeah, we don't really have to deal with them. Unfortunately, the trading of things meant that I also got rid of my sunlight maggot, because trading that at the catacombs can get you a ring that is unavailable through other means unless you chose to start with it. And I did not choose to start with it. It's not a really important ring, it just makes it so that you can understand what the Daughter of Chaos is saying, which is kind of neat, but again, not hugely important. I don't think we actually need to be using our divine weapon here anymore, considering we've killed the necromancers, but one-shotting Skeleman with a regular attack is nice. Also, it turns out the reason this has spikes on the side is there is a switch that governs it, and if we had come here before unlocking the way to go further, then Patches would have been here and actually turned it as we approached, and he would have been a jerk one extra time. Also, apparently if I hadn't killed him, he would have been a merchant up in Firelink afterwards. But I don't really care about the things he sold. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say I didn't really make a huge mistake. Get rid of that skeleton trying to attack us through the wall. So many skelemen. I feel like we probably could have done some clever dropping to avoid some of this, but I don't really care that much. It's not so hard to go through here and kill skelemen on the way. Especially considering that we're basically right where we need to be, I think. So, if we go over here and then drop down, does this take us to where the lizards were? It does. So we've got another chance at lizard number 2. And we've already lost the chance because the lizard was already in motion. Great. Ow. I hate these spiky things. They cause so many problems when you're trying to get lizards. But it's fine. I don't super need to get the lizards. I just like to get the lizards. So then we drop here and then we're here. Okay. Get out of here, buddy. You also get out of here. Oh, what are you doing right there? Usually those guys hang out more over pits. It seems like at least one of them exploded on a skeleton, killing it. Alright, so we need to find the spot with the spirally staircase down. Oh, here it is. We need to find this spot. Because to get to the blacksmith, we just gotta go all the way down to where the stairs end and walk off anyway. Little unintuitive. Counterintuitive, even. But that's the way you get to them. So yeah, we go right here. Ah, there is an item down there. So I guess that's meant to be our clue. And we just walk off. Okay. I guess just walking off was not the... Well, it would have been the correct solution if we were walking faster. Because the thing I read did specifically state, do not roll off. But apparently, you gotta walk at least with some speed. Because if you roll off, then you miss the platform that I just kind of touched and then bounced off of there. Which, this game's physics are kind of unpleasant at times like that. And if you roll off, you just completely miss it. If you walk off slowly, then I guess what happened to me is what happens. The fact that you can't see the platform you need to land on, though, is a little unpleasant. Because it makes it really hard to determine whether or not you're going fast enough. And someone has already died. So let's just get on through here again. I could have sat at the nearby bonfire, but meh, I don't expect to die again. Got two with one blow. So, what all can I do here that could potentially get me where I'm going faster? I'm not certain. Okay, bye. So I could jump to that, but that wouldn't take me where I'm actually going. So I do need to go around this. I'm going to go ahead and just ignore the skeletons. That seems like a fine plan that definitely can't backfire. Ow. At least they don't do much damage. Not relative to my max HP, at least. There we go. Oh. Hello, sirs. There. That ought to do. And we do get another chance at the lizard. So if we put on our Be Quiet ring, maybe. Slumbering. There we go. Oh, no. Oh, dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Okay, lizard's gone. Is there another path out, or do we have to actually go around? We actually have to go around. It's a huge waste of time to come here and not get the lizard. And the fact that we land on top of stuff that makes a noise, and then these things decide that they're gonna do their damnedest to slow us down, really makes it tough to get at that lizard. And there's no way we can come at it from this side. So are we supposed to, like, kill it with a particularly potent ranged attack? I don't know that that would work, but it might. I'm pretty sure some lizards do have less HP than others, so maybe that one's a particularly fragile lizard. So many bones. I wish our quiet ring was enough to make these skeletons not realize we were here. Where's our bloodstain? Oh, well, maybe it's down there? I don't know. Can't really see past the skeleton. Can you let me... There. Turns out when two of them are double teaming you, it can get a little difficult to actually get a hit in edgewise with a greatsword. Wait, there's an item that we missed? Over there? Oh, we need to drop from somewhere to get that. Well, now isn't the time to worry about such things. Now's the time for decisive movement. Alright, and then we go on down here. And then I can't see anywhere else to drop to, but I'm just going to assume going the same direction is okay. So it was. And then we drop down here. Hello. Fancy meeting you here, I guess. So now we've got a bonfire here, which can be warped to, unlike in the original release of this game. And we can talk to our good pal.
Is that an ember from New Londo? And a fine ember it be. What do you say? Why not leave it with me? I'll give you a flame to feast your eyes upon.
It's interesting how he sounds like he's coming through like an old radio.
Yes, very well. We'll get these old bones to work.
So, what can we buy from you, sir? Not a whole lot.
I'm here to smith, not to chit-chat. I've told you, I'm here for the trade, not for the talk. Enough with your presence. It disturbs me. Well, you are a persistent one, are you not? But I'm afraid I'm a mere blacksmith. It's just me and my trade. I would be of no help to a righteous warrior such as yourself. I've told you I have nothing. If I happen to be of more, it's a shame the whole place was... Well, what was that about? Don't be coming around here.
I gave you an ember, guy.
Why, that's an ember unlike any that I have seen. A very curious pattern. Could it be the flame of the legendary witch? I know. Suppose you left that ember with me. Old Vamos would never let you down. No, not ever. Yes, splendid. Splendid indeed. My, oh my. You precious little thing. Well, what was that about? Don't be coming around.
I was giving you an ember.
What's that then? Need some smithing? Then produce me some wares.
Okay. So, yeah, we can't do really anything with him right now. But just to keep him from yelling at us, I guess I can upgrade my legs, even though I don't like them at all. There, now he can't complain.
If that'll be all, then be gone with you. You'll spoil my focus.
Alright. So that's him. For our next order of business, we've actually got a boss that we need to fight. An optional boss, though he may be. So let's swap back to our Black Knight Greatsword because I like it better. And we'll equip the Dark Moon Seance Ring because that'll let us go through here. Hey, would you look at that? The statue's gone.
Halt! This is the tomb of the great Lord Gwyn. Tarnished it shall not be by the feet of men. If thou art a true disciple of the Dark Sun, cast aside thine ire. Hear the voice of mine self, Gwyndolin, and kneel before me.
You got it, boss. There we go.
O disciple of the Dark Sun, thou hast journeyed far. Hear my voice. If thou shalt swear by the covenant to become a shadow of Father Gwyn and Sister Guinevere, a blade that shall hunt the foes of our lords, then I shalt protect thee, safeguarding thy person with the power of the Dark Moon.
Nah.
Very well. We shall not need speech. Exit here and follow thine own design.
I think what I will do instead is enter here and follow my own design. Let's just get our Havel ring on real quick. And then it's boss time.
What foolishness! Why trespasseth upon the great Lord's tomb, whilst thou art a disciple of the Dark Sun?
I'm not.
Mark the words of mine self, Gwyndolin. Thou shalt not go unpunished.
So, this is a really long hallway. He's gonna keep on warping on down it, casting magic at us while we try to get close. Thankfully, there are plenty of places we can go to take cover. Unfortunately, I am really making very poor decisions here with regards to when I move. Alright, so now we've got a chance to get close. Got one hit in. Of note, this hallway is actually not infinitely long. It just takes a good long while to run from one end to the other. So, yeah. Dang it. But we're not going to see the other end of it. At least not if I have my way. It's possible that we could end up seeing it, but I sincerely hope to avoid that fate. Dang it. If I had stamina, I would have been able to do another attack there. But I did not, so I could not. I just got lucky there being able to move that many times in a row. Come on, come on, come on! Got him.
Oh, heretic, swathed in dark, an eternal curse upon thee.
Hey, look, we got to the other end. So there are still a few more things that we can do. Like, check out this treasure chest. It's the armor set for the Firekeeper, who we slew. And there's a chest here. What do we got? Okay, something I don't care about. And in here? Nothing. I don't like chests full of nothing. Alrighty, so let's get back to this bonfire over here. We've got still more business in Anor Londo. Because there is one other thing that we can do that's of some interest. Especially now that Gwendolyn is dead. So, let's go ahead and warp to the Chamber of the Princess. And let's destroy this false sun. Sorry, lady. Yeah, she was never really here. And the place is a whole lot darker with her gone. But hey, this is just how things looked in Dark Souls 3. It's almost as though she didn't come back. Now, technically it's supposed to be Gwendolyn who was responsible for the illusion. Who are these? Oh, these are the guys who were with Lautrec. I guess we get to kill them after all. Though I am considerably better prepared for them now than I was when we first dealt with them and their friend. There we go. So yeah, you'll note there are also none of the giants here. Because they too were illusory. Yeah. Place is very poorly lit. And I suppose we had best get back to a bonfire. So, homeward bone we shall use. And then what else is there? I believe down at the Ash Lake we've still got something to see, maybe. I don't know whether we'll be able to find what was it? What was her name? Sieglin. Of course, we've got quite a ways to run to get to where she would be, so who knows whether or not I'll get bored in time? I don't know. I'm not going to get bored by then. That's not that long a run. For reals, though, I want to get the item that's in that big stump. Because it's been teasing me. But I don't know how I'm meant to get it. Because, like, what feels like the obvious path is this big route. But as I've stated before, the fact that it's out in the water and that it looks like it's way too steep at the bottom make me feel like it's probably not how we're actually meant to get there. For reals? That is some steep sand. Yeah, that's way too steep for us to walk up. Isn't it? And then this one over here is less steep at the start, but then it goes straight up, and there's no way we can do that. So how are we meant to get... Seriously, camera, no 90-degree turns when I'm on super thin stuff. It's not cool of you. Yeah, how are we meant to get that? Like, coming from above feels like the only way that would be at all possible. Come on, get it. There we go. But how are we meant to come from above? To come from above, you need to get above. Like, I'm not wrong about that, am I? Maybe if we get rid of this mushroom and take a look from a different angle, we can find a way up, or at least a way in from up. Out of stamina is not a good thing to be when this guy's punches are coming. There we go. Alright, so are there any means of ingress from higher up? If there are, I cannot see them from... Oh, wait. There is one. Okay, so that is over there. So... it's basically above here. So, is it that? Or no, because that's different from the route that goes into the water. Actually, hang on. Thought I saw something. Oh, that doesn't feel good. And actually, if I get out my lantern, that would create some light that might let us see where the drop-off is in the water. Okay, it has to be in our left hand to light up. That's kind of silly. Okay. It is not doing what I had hoped it would do. Or maybe it is, and... okay, yeah, it looks like it actually is. We were seeing the edge of the walkable land, I think. So, hang on. Is it? Well, from this angle, it doesn't look so steep. But then we move over here and it looks steeper. But I guess if we could... no, okay. We've got 1 foot on visible walkable territory. Does that mean we can... nope. Well, hey, now we can see the bottom. The fact that there was only 1 foot on there made me think, oh, maybe we can walk farther because we're not falling right now and our center of gravity doesn't appear to be in a bad place. But no, that was not the thing that was going on. So we can't walk out to that route. So then what? And seriously, I doubt that item is worth all this trouble to get. But we know that there is a way in from higher up. I just don't know how to get to it. Maybe it... Well, no, it's probably not this route out here because we can't get to it. And also that looks like it leads in all the way at the very top. So maybe the one that looks like it goes straight up, there'll be somewhere for us to, like, jump to. That could be. Or maybe... Maybe there's a spot we're supposed to actually drop to and then climb up from the inside? Because, like, from one of the spots, it looked kind of like there was a little opening below the route that we were walking on. Also, we gotta be careful. Grab these. There we go. I feel like that would be possible. So, let's take a look here. We gotta kill this basilisk again, because he's not gonna be friendly. Camera isn't gonna be friendly either. What with its absolute freaking love of making 90-degree turns. Yeah, I think we actually drop from here onto this. And then, yeah, we walk in. Okay, I found it. I found it. I found it. Hooray, we got the thing. Now to get out of here and never care about this tree ever again. And then run this way until we can actually walk up this sand. There we go. Sorry, little guys, I don't care enough about you. So yeah, the other bonfire in here is where Sieglind will be, if she is anywhere. Which, it's still a little ways away, but we'll get there. We'll go ahead and ignore these clams. They're ignoring us, so it's only fair. And I could go back up the tree and try and get the lizards I missed out on, as well as the couple of items that require clever dropping. But I'm going to go ahead and not, because I don't really care about the lizards anymore. Like, everything I use is already fully upgraded. Except for my armor, and I don't really care too much about upgrading the armor. I don't feel like there's too much reason for me to do it at this point. And I don't see Sieglind, so I guess we just never get to see her again. That's unfortunate. If we hadn't let Siegmeyer's story end where we did, if I had used a homeward bone instead of trying to walk out from where we were, then we might have been able to see the end of their story. But it wouldn't have been much happier. Sieglind would be here crying about how she had to kill her father. It's not a good time. I feel like we can definitely get more than one more level. Look at all these souls we've got. I probably, while I was near the giant blacksmith, should have used my Soul of Gwendolyn to get something. But that can be done in New Game Plus or whatever. Oh wow, that was a lot of souls. Let's just use everything we got. I don't think there are any bosses or areas I've missed at this point. I think it's just we go and finish the game. So let's just get some levels and then we'll go and finish the game in the next episode. So, yeah, we can get 4 levels easy. So, hey, look, we're smart enough that people can actually teach us spells. Though we don't have any attunement slots, we should probably... There we go. Oh, wait, Petrus. He's still a thing. So if we go to Firelink, we can probably find Petrus. Tell him about how we saved his lady. Hey, man.
Ah, oh, you. Have you seen my lady? Oh, blast, where might she be? And would she be safe?
Okay, that's all he has to say for now. I believe if we go up to the Undead Parish, we can actually find her. Or maybe that requires us to have done something that I didn't do. There are a handful of flags that need to be set for NPC stories to continue in this game. And some of them are a little obtuse. So we go up here. Hey, look, there she is.
Hello. I will never forget what you did. I am deeply indebted, for it was not within my power to save Vince or Nico. I cannot thank you enough. In case you have not heard, I am Rhea of Thorland. I only wish there was some way I could help you. But I am inexperienced and I only know the art of miracles. If that could be of any help, speak to me again.
All right.
Would a miracle be of any help to you? I would be most pleased if that was so. May we discuss miracles then?
Sure. So what covenant is this? Way of the White? Yeah, it's probably Way of the White. Hey, look, we learned a gesture. Okay, she sells divine blessings. That's kind of neat. And she sells miracles. And even a talisman. So at this point, we could go ahead and buy some miracles. Why the heck not? That way we'll have them. And then Wrath of the Gods is fun enough, not that we can use it.
Vince and Nico were fooled by a lout named Patches and turned into hollows. My prayers did them no good. It is my ignorance, my frailty that has sealed their fates. Perhaps Petrus realized my weakness all along, and thus made the decision to abandon me. I can hardly blame him now. Vince and Nico were fooled, and thus I cannot.
Okay.
Be safe. Very
I believe there's still one more step to this story, though. We go down, we say, hey, Petrus, we found her. And then he'll say something like he's got to go protect her or something. And then if we reload the area and come back up here, she'll be dead and we'll have to kill him. I mean, there's not that much reason not to kill everyone you meet in this game when you're going to the end game stretch here.
Sometimes I...
Wow, you won't even talk to us, huh? Okay, bye. So actually, there is someone who I would like to kill earlier rather than later. Actually, there are a couple people we should probably deal with. Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. Terrific to see us both in one piece. Incidentally, would you care to learn any... You're clearly talented, and besides, I owe you. Of course, we will require some material.
Now I'm clearly talented.
Splendid. I am pleased to have a chance to give something back. Well then. Oh, Master Logan is at the archives. Thank the heavens. Finally, his wish has been granted. I suppose he has his head buried in those tomes. That's always what made Master Logan happiest. Ah. Two things are... First, second, then you... Oh, and... Two things...
Okay, he's not saying anymore.
Goodbye then. Do stay...
I don't believe he actually leaves Just getting rid of the enemies here, because they are in our way. Wow, that firebomb did like no damage. Alright, we made it here without incident. Still feels really awkward to go across this. And then, hello.
Aye, Shemai. I didn't expect to meet anybody here. I suppose great minds think alike, eh?
Okay, do you sell anything interesting now? Wait, he sells the master key? I didn't realize that was buyable at some point. And yeah, he sells boss armors. Not that we can afford them. So...
Well, that is a shame then, but no matter. Come back again. Not every trade. There'll be more in store for...
Yeah, there'll be more in store for us in New Game Plus, buddy. I'm sorry, but...
What problem do you have now? I'm a man of peace. Enough, do I say? Oh well. Oh. By the Lord. Why?
I do feel bad about killing NPCs that don't aggro, and apparently we got nothing for killing him. I would have expected to get something. Like maybe his fancy hat. But he's not the merchant I'm most interested in collecting something from. Because there's a merchant in the Undead Burg, the very first merchant we ever merchanted with, who happens to drop a weapon that I don't believe is available through any other means. And it's really, really super good early on in the game if you're a Dex build, which I'm not, but still. Should really just equip my longsword. It's gonna kill all these little guys just as fast. Or rather in just as few hits, but faster because it swings faster. But then again, meh. So now we can go over here. Excuse me, fellas. Excuse me, boxes. And then this merchant right here. So, there we go. That's what we came here for. So now let's head up. Why was the floor all... Apparently there's an angle you can put the camera that makes the floor glow blue there. Interesting. But let's get back up to this bonfire, because that's where we want to be right now. Really? I was at the bonfire. I guess sitting at a bonfire doesn't stop arrows from traveling, though it can make the guy who shot the arrow forget that he wanted to hit you. So back to Firelink we go, see if Petrus does his dirty deeds. If he does, he will receive a comeuppance. Okay, he didn't. I feel like there's something to be gained if we deal with Rhea, but I'm not gonna. That's too mean. Here's what we can do. We can go to the Daughter of Chaos and get ourselves one more Firekeeper soul. So that also is a very mean thing to do. But let's make it so that we can understand her before we do the deed. And we want Old Witch's Ring. So now we can understand her when we talk to her.
Waylag, my dear sister. Waylag, what is it?
I'm not Quelaag.
Quelaag, my dear sister. The eggs, it hurts. They've gone still. I am afraid it may be too late. I am so sorry, dear sister.
So the story here is that Quelaag was out front, A, protecting her sister, and B, gathering humanity from the people she defeated to basically feed to her sister here to, I guess, keep the eggs viable or whatever. But since we killed Quelaag, she's not doing so well.
Be fine. I have you, dear sister. But promise me that you will take care of yourself. I'll be
Like,
Bye, Quelaag. It was so very nice to chat.
yeah, she is gone to the point where she believes us to be Quelaag. Let's put her out of her misery.
Quelaag, but why?
Why, hey, you monster! The fair lady! What have you done? What have you done?
I freed her from her suffering, dude. I forgot these worms happened when you killed those types of dudes. Yeah, I get that the fire keep. I get that I need ring. I want the item. Okay, we got one. There's two. Disgusting. Thankfully, they don't break our poise, so we're able to actually just get them like that. I know that the Firekeeper's absent. I want this. Thank you. Gonna use one right now just in case we've been egged. I don't think we have. But just to be safe. And then back to Firelink we go. And now we can get ourselves Flask plus 6s for that whopping 50 bonus heal. And then we will sit at this bonfire and end this episode. Join us next time when we take on Lord Gwyn. See you then, friends.